Welcome back to another episode. Hey, say hey. We got a guest here. Hey. Another episode 2 of Safe Space with Khristie.
And we're off to a crazy start.
Today we are on the topic of romanticizing relationships, potential relationships, romanticizing things with men that maybe we're not even gonna go anywhere with, but romanticizing things and how we got there and where we're going.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So a lot of truth and vulnerability this episode.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, so I don't do this. So now I've been doing a lot of thinking about it, and I feel like now I need to talk. And honestly, I had seen a video about it, a YouTube video about it. It's this idea that us growing up as little girls, we watched a lot of TV shows, Disney princess, garbage now, but things we really loved. Like I love.
I still love. I think we are groomed in that aspect, in that regard, from everything, from television, from our fathers, absent or not, male figures that care about you in your life tend to, you'll never have a boyfriend, you'll never this, and they started having that conversation with you at 2.
Yeah.
What the f*** is a boy?
Yeah. What is it?
What is a boy?
I never even thought about
you
that
know what
angle.
I mean? Like, so it's confusing in a sense that it's like, I'm taught about something before I even have full grasp of what it is.
Girl, and that kind of that just made me think of something else. Is like, you know, they give us like these baby dolls when really young to like take care of children and like play the little house game and stuff. That interesting. So yeah, we probably have been conditioned from very, very young.
That's the end goal for us. It's not, we're not groomed at 2 to pursue becoming a multi-million-dollar.
And what do you think the boys are being groomed to do then? Or in our generation, like, you know what I mean? Not right now, because I think parenting is different now, but the boys that we were growing up with, like, what experience do you think they had? Because I've never thought about this, and it's really making me think. And why are we so mismatched now?
I'm truly...
Stumped.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
I don't know. And I would love to see comments later from the men about
this.
Some men here. Please tell us. Enlighten us, because I mean, I'm a mom to a boy now, and it's it's just me. So the only thing that I could even think to teach him, obviously, be successful.
Right. But honestly, he's really sweet and like huggy and nurturing naturally, which is beautiful.
Because he's raised by a mom.
Yeah.
Who's
Well,
huggy.
Yeah. Do you remember at what point, like in your adulthood or maybe even your teen years, you realized that you romanticized relationship? Like, how long did it take you to realize you were doing that?
Honestly, it was way after high school.
Yeah.
It was
way
probably
beyond.
like...
Probably like 2 years ago. Okay.
that. I didn't notice it until I realized I wanted to be different, like, or I wanted to hide my true emotions in the beginning. I always say little comments to myself, like when I start liking someone, I'm like, you stupid.
Yeah.
You know damn well you don't need to be catching no damn feelings right now. Like, you stupid. Once I started realizing that I was doing that and trying to discover why I'm doing that is when I truly figured out I go into it romanticizing.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I literally only realized it with my child's father. That's when it really, like, I was like, oh, I do this.
Yeah.
I'm making...
Absolutely.
I'm like, sir, quiet on set. Once I have a little crush, I'm seeing the future. I'm like, well, you're gonna get married, we're gonna have 17 kids. This is before I had children, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm like, now if I like somebody, I'm like, this is not good. Because it can lead to children.
I don't want that.
Right. I'm like, but back then it was like the slightest thing, girl. It'd be like, oh, I can see everything. And then you start to, or at least me, I speak for myself. It's like I started to forgive a lot of things that didn't need to be forgiven just because I'm seeing that future picture. It's like bending my boundaries or like, you know, girl doing all types of crazy stuff.
So to even go back into the whole baby alive dolls and stuff like that, that whole nurturing aspect, we're taught that very young. And I think that when we're taught that, we're not necessarily taught that with children of our own, because then we have siblings and we want to do it with them too, right? We're not necessarily limited to just our children in that regards, and I think that we're a little conditioned to even do that for men.
No, you're right, because we're conditioned to do it for everyone around us.
And I think that there's so many things just based off of what I've been through what you've been through, subconsciously even, certain things that we haven't even touched surface of yet. I think that part of us, and they say you are what you attract. I don't know about you, but I know I've attracted a lot of broken men.
Yes.
And
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's almost kind of like, let me heal you. Even if we don't work out.
Yeah.
Let me spend the time that I do have you here healing you.
That's triggering. Oh my God, that just brought me back to so many people that, yeah, you know they're broken and they're not going to be able to give you anything, but you're like, your sense or your point of pride and being happy is like, if I can send you off better than you came, then I'm a good person.
And it almost kind of validates your worthiness in your eyes. Not society's, but yours.
Your own personal little
Right?
bubble of, yeah.
Have you ever come across a completely healed, ready to go man? And how did you handle that situation? Because I know, at least for me, I bolted.
I don't think that I have. I think that I've met some men that have had a lot of things together, but
Staying alive.
staying alive. How do you know that song? Sir, how old are you, sir? Wait a minute. I honestly, going with the whole, you know, you attract your reflection, I have never attracted a man who's emotionally healed. Like, they might have their financial together, they might have their, like, they'll have the same things together that I have.
Yeah.
But then like I said, the reflection part, where my stuff is not all there, the emotional part, they're not. So yeah, I've never experienced that, but if I did, I probably would run.
Yeah.
No.
Now that we are moms,
Yes.
dating looks a whole lot different than the past. What's your biggest fear stepping back into the dating world? Whether it's, you know, just to dip your toe in and figure out where you are. What's your biggest fear now that you're a mom?
Going through the experience of like dealing with fraudulent men now that I have a daughter, it's just terrifying, because it's one thing to mess up your own life. It's one thing to like make poor decisions or mistakes or be blindsided even when you're by yourself. But you know, these children already are missing what they needed in the first place. So yeah, I'm very cautious. I'm very hesitant. It's a lot. It's like, it's a lot on our shoulders, you know. Especially, I always think about this, is like, my daughter doesn't even have a plan B. If I make a bad choice that she doesn't like say I like somebody she don't like, she can't even say, well, fuck you, I'm going to my dad's house. Like, and that's healthy if she wanted to do that. You feel me? Like,
Never thought of that.
you know what I mean? It's
New
like,
fear unlocked.
I'm sorry.
Woo!
But it's like, hey, what happened? Don't do that.
Big old
Hell no. What the f is wrong with you, sir? He's laughing at me. I feel like, especially in separate household situations, your children should have the option to go live with them, not just hang out and like see them like, you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely,
they should trust that they can do that. And even, maybe not even just in crisis, like, oh, I just want to go live with my dad for like a year, or I just, that should be an option, you know? And since it's not, girl, yeah, terrified.
I think about that too, at least for his aspect. It's going to reach a point in time where, Mom, you're not going to be of any help to me. And that's not because of me. That's just because of my genetics, my makeup. I'm a woman.
Right.
He's going to hit puberty. He's going to reach these different stages in his life where his father's going to be that primary role.
Is that, I mean, I have anxiety, so I'm always thinking, what if, and trying to come up with plan B's and C's and D's. And have you thought about like what are you gonna do? Are we hoping that, you know, he comes around, or like what? Yeah, that's not in the option. That's not in the options we thought of.
I have let go of that thought, because the longer I sit there and dwell on that, that's just going to hinder my performance as a mother. I'm constantly going to be in a state of what if, and I'm going to miss the things that I do that truly benefit him. He's going to be like, but you were there, and like, you did this and you did that, and I'm not even going to think of these things and how it affected him in his day-to-day life. I don't want to miss those moments if I can help it. Yeah. So I feel like the longer that I'm sitting there hopeful about this other person stepping into the role, I'm going to miss those moments more. Now, I'm not saying that I am opposed to it. If this man picks up the phone and calls me today and says, right, I fucked up, I want to be in his life.